Hi, my name is Vinay Arya. I am a researcher in the field of hydrology and climate science. Today, my presentation topic is Beyond Recency, Balanced Citations in Research. So, we will discuss the entire problem in 5 parts. The problem with recent only citations, evidence from a 2026 Nature paper, science as cumulative knowledge, proposed balance approach, Indian research quality context, foundations of academic pedagogy. So let us go with the first section, the problem with recent only citations. So when we are talking about the rigid cutoffs, risk bias. So why should we not talk about the rigid cutoff? It is because the recency is not equal to relevance. So many institutions are saying that we will be taking references only from the recent uh, publications. So this is going to ignore the foundational works, and that will introduce chronological bias and superficial novelty will be there. And such minor mistakes or minor um, or superficial attributes must not be added to deeper research analysis, as it only proves one's illegitimacy and insincerity towards research. It's not because everybody has flaws, it's because of the methodological correctness and higher authority. When we talk of lower correctness or lower cutoffs, this is going to be considered as indecency. So, we have to talk about good intentions, but not undermining research depth. They are talking about good intention that we are talking only of recent research. So science is based on cumulativeness. So if we cut it from historical foundation, then we will not be able to call it a decent research. Now that is not a good research in which we are saying that why is the background of this slide white? Why not black? And why are there not pictures? These thoughts and views are there. It is only for aesthetical pleasantness. So such superficial things which are only meant to target someone or criticize someone must not be taken seriously, and proper in-depth analysis must be there. So now we are going to prove this thing from a 2026 Nature paper. So high impact paper cites older works. So the link of the paper has been provided in the description as well as in the PPT itself. So when we are talking about extensive citation gaps, we are talking about reference number 52, which is from 1996, 1998. Reference number 1 and 59 are there. 2001, we have reference number 60. And for your correction, reference number 1 is from 1988 and reference number 59 is from 1998. So that is a spanning time period up to 30 years. Gaps like 16 years are there in these references of 61, 62 and 63, 64. That they show that there is recency limit, but essential must not be excluded. So as you can see that we have to work on the foundations. There is Kuhn's paradigm in cite that says that progress builds on prior frameworks. So in our case, we cannot neglect the previous studies that is not fitting in the cutoff of 5 years. So if we exclude the classics, we will not be having conceptual depth. We will only have trendy novelty. And those who break trends are remembered in history. So theories, datasets, methods retain validity for decades. Strict filters will prioritize volume over intellectual rigors. Now the next fourth section is proposed balanced approach, that more than or equal to 50% must be recent and rest must be foundational. So older works of the last 20 or 50 years could be less than 50%, and for the last 5 years we can aim for more than 50% recent research. So we will be relevant, but we will be complete. You will have deep domain understanding, terminology, epistemology, and history for meaningful contributions. And in the Indian research quality context, in our section 5, we are talking about the gray areas in the Indian research. That the article of The Hindu given in the link highlights the malaise in Indian science. Quantifiable metrics mask deeper issues. So they are publishing without quality because of such foolish procedural issues. These procedures are wrong and have to be modified. Research demands historical grasp, not just recent filters. And the last section on foundations of academic pedagogy, we talk about the taxonomy, Bloom's taxonomy, that terminology, structure, methodology, epistemology, that is the knowledge to evaluation concept. The food delivered on the table is insufficient. It could be looking attractive, but it may lack taste. It may lack the nutritional quality. Understand? So, all these things from knowledge to evaluation, Bloom's taxonomical alignment is necessary for better teaching, preparation, clarity, outcomes. Interests of the students are more important along with engagement, which provide relevant knowledge to the students for their performance. So thank you for listening this presentation, and the reporter had already been introduced at the start.